Hello, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable and fabulous day. October 22nd, NBA basketball. So what an opening night we had. I don't know if I'll see the Thunder shoot any worse than what they did. Luka, big night. SGA, big night. We had double overtime in one game. Warriors get the second one. KD played all right. Nothing spectacular there. Sengun for the Rockets played tremendous. And thank you, Mr. Dort, for going like 0 from 7,000 from three-point line. Oh, my God. Hit an open three, bro. Like one time. It was ridiculous. Anyway, welcome to our show. All of our shows here on YouTube brought to you by the world's #1 sports betting app, Outlier. Make sure you check that out 7 days. A little bit lesser price. A couple different options there for you for the Discord. So make sure you check out that link as well. It'll get you right in there. Once you get on the WAP app, then we will send you over the invite to the Discord once that's all taken care of. All right, let's get started with the NBA. Like we said, we've got a lot of games going on. The whole league's playing here on this Wednesday. Let's get started with some fun, shall we? All right, let's get going. We're going to get started, 7 o'clock Eastern, 7:10. Knicks and Cavs to start us off. Two of the favorites in the Eastern Conference this year with the Cavs are going to be down, Darius Garland. Knicks look like they're pretty much at full health. Let's see if OG's going to play and stuff like that nature, but looks like they're pretty close to full health. Games at the Garden, which is always a lot of fun. Totals right around 220. 228-ish. Lines around 1.5, 2.5. Should be an interesting game early. We didn't see as much, the scoring was kind of down a little bit. It would have been under on the first game if not for double OT. But I think we should see both teams scoring. It just seemed like the shooting might be a little bit off, but people were open. Wasn't that much defense going on, typical NBA stuff to start off the season. Knicks Cavs, we like to over this one. Knicks Cavs over 56.5 first quarter, 112.5 first half, 228.5 for the game. Evan Mobley, we like a lot in this one. 2+ threes, 8+ rebounds, 25+ points and rebounds. Then we're also going to play Brunson for 25, I think. So it looks like the ball's going to move a little bit more in this Knicks offense, and Brunson's not going to be dribbling quite as much as he normally leads the league in dribbles. But I guess we're going to see with this new offense, no more Thibodeau, so no more playing 45 minutes a game, hopefully. Right? So exactly what's going to happen here with the Knicks and the Cavs. But it should be an interesting game. Game one, I think the game could really honestly go either way. I think Mobley and Mitchell create kind of a little bit of power force there. Jarrett Allen as well. And then on the other side, we'll see how hard the Knicks want to try defensively besides Josh Hart anyway on that and Mikal Bridges. See if Towns and Brunson are coming to play defense as well as offense. Next game up, the Eastern time frame as well. Magic and the Heat. No Tyler Hero for the Heat. 8.5 point favorite here for the Magic. At home, 218 or 216.5 total. Magic are fantastic at home. They're at full health. We're going to see Desmond Bane. Hopefully, Jalen Suggs is going to play. But I will tell you, Banchero, we expect to have a monster year. Desmond Bane, we really like that pickup as well to spread the floor a little bit more because Orlando just can't shoot the three. That's been the issue for the last two seasons. I think they, if Bane stays healthy and Suggs stay healthy, they got a chance out a little bit more, which is going to help Banchero and help Franz Wagner, and all the other guys on that team. So hopefully that comes to fruition. On the other side here, with the Heat, What's there to really like about the Heat? The Hero's out, so they're bigger. They're probably their leading scorer for the season, maybe besides him and Bam Adebayo. You got Bam, we got Wiggins. Nothing really stands out for them. In the Heat, here's what I like about the Heat. So number one, again, number one 3-point defense. So you can always look at a lot of 3-point undershooters typically in a Magic game as well. They're great. The problem with the Magic is 3-point shooting, and they do turn the ball over a little bit too much. But let's give you all the bets in this particular game here. We're on the Magic here, -2.5 first quarter, 4.5 first half, 8.5 for the game. We love Banchero at 25-plus points. We just mentioned the Magic defense against the three. So Norman Powell, under 19.5 points, under 2.5 threes. Banchero, 7+ rebounds as Slip gets there. And Franz Wagner, 4+ assists. Next game up, we've got Nets, Hornets. Hornets at home, favored by 5.5 in this one. So not really looking to get on the Hornets as a favorite here. Don't like the Nets too much on the road, so kind of a wish-wash line there to get involved with. Don't love the total as well. So going to be player props for us in this particular game. Let's run through the player props in the Nets Hornets for you. It's going to be Melo, 23+ points. We're also going to sprinkle a little bit on Melo at 30+. Cam Thomas for the Nets, 24+ points. Melo, 4+ threes, 5+ threes. Melo, 5+ rebounds and 8+ assists was plus money. And then Melo for 4+ turnovers. Normally, Melo is good for 5 turnovers almost over every game. Now, the Nets don't play superior defense. That's why the line's at 4. Still worked a pretty solid play there at 4 instead of 5. As turnovers were really prevalent, I guess, in the opener game on Tuesday. We expect to see the same on Wednesday as well. Next game up, 76ers and the Celtics in Boston. Boston favored by 2.5, 227.5 total. A little shocked at this line here. I know the 76ers weren't great last year, but also missing Embiid for a majority of the year. Paul George, Edgecombe's there. There's some things to like here about the 76ers. One is going to be their monster size advantage, I think, over the Celtics, especially Embiid. We expect him to have a big time game. Hopefully he stays healthy for a full game so we can get that in. But let's give you all the plays in this one as we just have player props here as well. Our favorite one on the board is Embiid, 26+ points. Peyton Pritchard, 17+ points and 4+ threes. Embiid, 9+ rebounds. Embiid, 1+ block in that one there. All right, next game up. Let's get to it. Keep rolling through this NBA basketball. Raptors, Hawks, 7:40 Eastern time in Atlanta. I will say this. Atlanta is one of those teams with the offseason moves that they made and getting Jalen Johnson and Dyson Daniels, Porzingis, Trae Young, obviously there. Also, Nickeil Walker-Alexander. It's going to be interesting to see how they're going to run the rotation. But I like what the Hawks are building there. Quinn Snyder's a good coach. He figures out, I don't know if Quinn Snyder can handle major talent or not because he's just never had it. But he always seems to get his teams to outperform where they're supposed to be at. Hawks at home, we like the Hawks here, even though it's game 1 of a new season with the new pieces. I like the Hawks. Don't really love the Raptors on what they're trying to accomplish at all. But Hawks -1.5 first quarter, -3 the first half, 5.5 for the game. We're going to go Okungwa. I like quite a bit. I think he's going to see a lot of action down low, 13+ points. Porzingis, 2+ threes. It's pretty cheap money early in the season. With Boston, he seemed to be constantly had to go to 3 threes to get him. Barnes, 8+ rebounds for the Raptors. Barnes, 3+ turnovers. And Young, 11+ assists. I will tell you this, multiple books had him. If you wanted to play him, you had to play him at 12+. So 11+ still, there's still a couple books out there. DraftKings, I believe, was one of those if you want to check out them. But, yeah, getting him for 12, 11+, or two, you know what I mean, is much better than 12 plus, right? Because 12 is a lot of assists. I know Trae Young led the league, but damn, that's a lot of dudes knocking down some shots that Trae sets them up for as well. I mean, it's not like Okongwu is going to get 12 dunks off a pick and roll. So definitely want to try to get him at the lower number if you can as well. Next game up, let's get to it as we roll through the NBA slate. Is like I said, there's a bunch of games. 8:10 Eastern time frame. Bucks Wizards. Bucks favored by 8.5 here. 227.5 total. I mean, what do we expect from the Wizards? Probably not much. Bucks wise, we're going to see a ton of Giannis, and we're going to see what else kind of falls into place, I guess. But Giannis is definitely the straw that stirs the alternate. It wasn't that horribly juicy as well, but keep that in mind on that one. So 30-plus points there for Giannis, and I apologize, a little bit internet disruption there. Giannis, 12-plus rebounds. The one that the bet that we found the most interesting in this game is Giannis has only had 3-plus turnovers. I expect him to be handling the ball quite a bit, even though the Wizards are not known for turning you over. For him to only have 3 turnovers, normally he's good for a travel, maybe a charge. There's 2, and he hasn't even thrown the ball away yet, right? So really like that Giannis 3-plus turnover prop in that one as well. Next game up. Let's see here. We've got 8:10 Eastern time frame. Pistons, Bulls in Chicago. Pistons on the road laying 4.5, 233.5 total. So I really like the Pistons team that we saw last year. The one thing that they did have was Malik Beasley shooting threes. And by the way, NBA, if you've done your investigation and there's nothing wrong with Malik Beasley, make an announcement and quit going after these guys. Now, I understand Jonte Porter did what he did, but they've also investigated multiple other people, and they don't come out and announce saying they're cleared, which is completely ridiculous. All those people on Beasley that they caught bet the under, and he went over in that game. Do you really honestly think it was him? Come on. But that being said, they go out and they get Duncan Robinson, who he's okay from distance. He's a liability defensively. Malik Beasley definitely stretched the floor, and Beasley was not afraid to shoot at any time. So he can stretch that floor because he's a volume 3 guy, where Robinson's more off the pick and roll. Beasley could do a step-back 3. You're not going to see Duncan Robinson doing step-back 3s out there. But I think that could hurt the Pistons a little bit overall. That being said, they are playing the Bulls, who I don't think are very good at all. Josh Giddey, we like in this role. He's definitely, rebounds, assists, and points. How do you not like Giddey on a normal basis? He's pretty fantastic here. This is not an easy game for the Pistons to start off at. It's almost a 5-point favorite on the road against the Bulls, a team they see quite often. Let's give you the plays here for this one. It's going to be Pistons, and this line's went up from 3.5 as it was yesterday to 4.5. Pistons -0.5 first quarter, 2 first half, 3.5 for the game. Giddey for 20-plus points. It's him and Kobe White are a majority of the offensive options. Jalen Duren, 14-plus points. Jalen Duren, 12-plus rebounds. And Cade Cunningham, 10-plus assists. Next game up. Pelicans, Grizzlies at 8:10 Eastern time frame. There's not going to be a lot of games that we skip, but this is definitely one of them. We got no idea what to expect out of the Grizzlies, to be really honest, or what to expect out of the Pelicans. And this game is played a few times per year, and it's normally not one of the more fun ones to watch. We're interested to see, though, to kind of give us a little, what's Memphis going to try to do offensively? What's New Orleans going to try to do offensively? We don't like a prop in this thing. We don't like a side, so we're just going to stay away. It is early in the season, so we're not going to play every game that's there because there's not going to be a prop we might necessarily like. Normally, we can find a prop or two in about any game, but we looked through the list here. Nothing stood out for us that we thought we had any advantage on, so we're going to skip that game between the Pelicans and the Grizz. Next game up, 9:10 Eastern time frame. Jazz at home against the Clippers. So we got a full team basically for the Clippers. James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Utah Jazz. Going to be interesting to see what they're going to do. over 8. We just need 18 wins out of them at a minimum, and we will be extremely happy. We'll see if we're going to see Apes Bailey a lot. They've got a couple really good point guards, Sexton, Collier. I think are pretty talented point guards. Markkanen sounds like he might be a trade piece. And then you got Ace Bailey coming into the mix. They're getting 9.5 at home. The one thing about the Jazz, it is not the easiest place on earth to play. 9.5 for game one, we think is quite a bit of points here. So we're actually going to take the Jazz with the points, plus 2.5 first quarter, 5.5 first half, 9.5 for the game. We do like Markkanen to get 20 plus points, Kessler to get 11 plus rebounds. James Harden, I was shocked at this number. Again, 4 plus turnovers. I expected the number to be at 5, but 4 plus, we're definitely going to play. Doesn't matter what the defense is on the other side going against Harden. Just Harden has the ball in his hands a ton. It's not necessarily that he's bad with the ball. He's just got the ball in his hands a boatload, and he likes to make no-look passes and try and make the impossible play, and that normally does lead to turnovers as well. Next game up, at 9:40 Eastern time frame. Spurs on the road, getting 2.5 from the Mavs, 224.5. A lot of people want to see this game, and I don't blame you. Wemby's back. Cooper Flagg's going to make his debut in the regular season. Anthony Davis is at full health. No De'Aaron Fox. I think that's a concern for the Spurs, but Steven Castle is there. I don't know if Dylan Harper's going to play or not. I don't think he's going to play a monster role early in the season anyway, especially if Fox and Castle are both there. He's going to see some limited time. I do like Castle in the spot. I think Wemby's going to have a great game. And he's just a unicorn. And he can shoot from all over the place. I would like to see Wemby get a little bit more involved with rebounding the basketball, but not the end of the world if he only averages 10, 11 rebounds either. Let's give you all the plays in this one here. Spurs money line, first quarter, first half, and game. Wemby for 25 plus points. Castle, 16 plus points. Wemby 3 plus threes. Castle only 2 plus threes. Wemby 4 plus blocks. And that one there. I know, 4 blocks already and hasn't even played a damn game, right? Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. All right, next game up. We don't have a lot going late. I'm just going to forewarn you of that now. There's only 2 more games on the board after this one. First one is Kings and Suns. No Sabonis. And the Suns basically have their whole new lineup except for Devin Booker. This is another stay-away game for us. There's only 2 on the board. There was nothing that really stood out. I don't know what the Kings look like, to be really honest, without Sabonis, and I don't know what this new-look Suns is going to be with their new coach as well. This is just a tough one kind of gauge. We need some more data points here to kind of put anything together. We can't go off of last year. We can't go off what we saw in the preseason. We can't go off of any of it. Just a stay-away game here for us. I guess we lean to the Suns, but not that we really want to. And then the final game of the night, 10:10 Eastern time frame. T-Wolves at the Trailblazers. Blazers getting 3.5 at home. No Scoot Henderson. Ant-Man comes to town. And to be really honest, we thought about playing the Trailblazers here. We've looked at this multiple times. They're also going through some flux. Want to kind of see what's going to exactly happen with them. I mean, we have a lean towards the Blazers plus the points. But we just got a couple player props for you in this game, and there's only 2, and they're both Ant-Man related. Ant-Man 27 plus points, Ant-Man 4 plus threes. Reason being is he's a volume 3-point shooter, and he tends to score more points on the road. As you know, the role players step up at home a little bit, but should be an interesting game, I think, overall there. But we're really excited to see the full slate of NBA go on. Hopefully you guys enjoyed opening night with a couple games there. Also, we had the college football show out for Tuesday through Friday. There are a couple games we're on Wednesday. And we've got NFL football coming up as well, Thursday night special, so make sure you check that out. But we went through a lot of NBA plays today. You You can also get a bunch of great NBA bet ideas over at Outlier. You can find a 7-day free trial in the comment section or in this show or the YouTube channel page. Also, that private Discord channel is available. We also opened up in the Discord for a weekly. If you just want to get in for a week, try it out at a discounted price, or the monthly fee as well. So you can get there, same 2 spots. Comment section of this episode here or the YouTube channel page. Make sure you check that out. If you like the content you're seeing here as well, make sure you give us a follow, subscribe, turn the notifications on, share it with a friend. It's always greatly appreciated by every creator out there, including myself. Love to have you along permanently for the ride as we go through basketball, baseball, football, and all that kind of fun stuff as well. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on our next episode.